The revolution is here, niggas. Sound the alarm. Whatever the fuck you said you was going to do when the revolution came around, the revolution here, nigga. That's what, I mean, like, it just doesn't look the way you thought it was going to look. Black people, you got to shut the fuck up on Twitter. There's fucking mass fucking protests everywhere. And I see black people get on Twitter with they dumb ass talking about, this ain't got nothing to do with me. No, you idiot. When the country went to war last time, this is how we got us free, nigga. We fought and got us free. And then we fucking marched and got our civil rights and shit. And even then, it took for them to kill Martin Luther King for us to get that shit. We had to riot and fuck some shit up for us to get our civil rights. So you think you just gonna passively sit by while this nigga Trump tries to take over the whole country? This is my problem. There's a lot of smart brothers that I see on YouTube that I listen to, that I fuck with heavy, and their angle on this whole Trump second presidency is I'm gonna sit it out. I'm not gonna talk about it. I've been warning y'all for years, and y'all let this happen. The problem with most Americans is we're too comfortable. So nothing's a problem till it's a problem. That's America. And especially in the black community, you can say, yo, my nigga, I think you eating too much motherfucking fried chicken. Let's just be honest, my nigga. That's how we got Big Mama's house and motherfucking, what's this movie called where the lady loses her leg?
Soul Food.
Soul Food.
Yeah.
That's what that whole movie is about. We gotta change the way we eat, the way we think, the way we live. That's what Tupac said on the song, and it's happening now. And the country's gonna go one of two ways. We either gonna go into a dictatorship, or we gonna go into a radical change for everybody. But you can't do it by being selfish. That's the problem with the world, is y'all wanna think about yourselves because it's easier that way. And then your dumbasses are easily duped by obvious frauds like fucking Dr. Umar. Do you know Dr. Umar's getting a following of black women?
I feel like he kind of always did.
No, but it's to the point now where he's doing like tours and black women are showing up and he's saying like his catchphrases. And they're like, yay! It's to the point now where black people are trying to exclude Hispanics from hip hop and trying to exclude any black person from you're not African American. You're not black. You may be African, but you're not black. And they're trying to like, are you an idiot, my nigga? They did that. Race isn't real. It's not real. They made it up so that you could feel inferior and you could feel like you don't have numbers, nigga. Fucking Ants. Remember the movie Ants? Yeah. The nigga Hopper. Or was it Bug Life? I don't remember. Bug's Life. The nigga Hopper told his people like, yo, we got to go to war with these ants. Don't get them upset. And it's like, why? They like this small. It's like, nigga, there's 1 billion of them. You know what I'm saying? We can't fight 1 billion ants. I don't care how much bigger we are than them. They know that. The government knows that. So they try to divide you. And you want to sit there and look at your brother and your sister either way and act like they're not a part of you. Nigga, the revolution's now. These niggas are in the streets marching because these niggas are taking away your civil rights. They are snatching niggas off the street and shipping them to another country and they ain't even commit a crime. They're not even giving them due justice or due process. They fucking snatching niggas out of colleges. We want to talk about what happened to the First Amendment. They snatching niggas out of college campuses. They're making people bend to their will. They're taking away your fucking Social Security, your health care, all that shit. They don't give a fuck about you. Yet you gonna go on Twitter and say, ain't none of that's white folks' business. Are you an idiot? Once they ship out all the fucking Mexicans and they get rid of the Muslims, they fucking caught a coach from another country that came here to teach a seminar and put him in prison for 4 days. And the nigga had to beat someone down in prison. Imagine he would have got stabbed to death and he didn't even commit a crime. What do you think they're going to do next? We are 13% of the population. Do you think once they're done getting rid of all the other niggas they don't like, they ain't going to come for you? You think all of a sudden they develop love for black people? You think they care about you, my nigga? You're just on the back burner. Till they get rid of all the other shit, then they going to come for your dumb ass. What's the dude's name that create their agenda? This is their agenda. The tech billionaires think that they have the right to own the whole country. They think capitalism has reached its end, which it has, but not because of the same reasons I think it does. I think it's reached its end because late stage capitalism and capitalism doesn't work in totality. You have to have a combination of capitalism and socialism in order for your country to work. Completely socialist countries don't work. Completely capitalist countries don't work. But ideologues would tell you different. Fucking tech billionaires think that capitalism at its end because they have gotten as much money from it. It's a resource they no longer can mine. And what they want to do is take over all industries and fucking control them so that they can gain all the money. And then people in each state should just work for them and do what they say. They'll control the laws. So they want Amazon to run Florida and fucking whatever else billionaire tech company to run Ohio. That's how they want to section it up. That's why Elon Musk was allowed to go in and just fuck the country up and cut off programs and shit so they can take all that money from poor people and give it to rich people. They are in the middle of fucking, you know what I'm saying, collapsing our economy so that they could buy it all for cheap. And this is not a conspiracy theory. They've given speeches, they've written books, but nobody paid attention because it was like Elon Hubbard, or what's his name? I forget, the nigga Hubbard, who made up Scientology. It just sounded like a fucking fantasy. It didn't sound like a real thing that people would do, but they're actually executing it because they found a nigga so corrupt that he doesn't give a fuck what happens to the country as long as you pay him. And then they found a nigga who's so corrupt to do that, but also so popular because idiots that still follow Kanye West and idiots that can't see what's going on right in front of their face, that can't tell facts from fiction, follow Trump. And forgive me, I'll change that. People who were duped by evil people. They're not idiots. They might be idiots. They're slow, B. All right, slow people. Slow people belong on earth too. Just because you slow, just because you didn't go to college don't mean you don't belong in the country and you don't belong to have the right. Doesn't mean you should be lied to and controlled and manipulated. They're getting controlled and manipulated, all right? And so they're taking advantage and using it for their own means. And if you can't see what they're doing right in front of your face, they're ignoring judges. They're deporting people without just cause. They're fucking stopping and seizing and fucking, like, the ICE is evil, dog. Bust on ICE, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga roll up on you with a mask and no badge and tries to arrest you, bust off, B. That's the only way. You gotta fight. It's the revolution is here. The revolution is now, nigga. Bust on ICE. That should be the slogan. Niggas is talking about what to do if ICE comes. Don't tell him your name. Make it hard for him. Go behind his back. Get on all fours and then push him so he falls over. Nigga. Tie his shoestrings together. No, bust on these niggas. Because they have to know on some fucking Tupac and Juice shit. They gotta know we can take them out whenever we want to. If you want some juice, because we're at the point where they gotta be afraid of the reaction. If they think you just gonna sit up and down and march and hit you kumbaya, you know what the news is doing? They're just ignoring you because they're paid. There's no help from the Democrats because they're paid. They all have the same bosses. The Democrats are voting for the Republican fucking agenda and shit. They're approving all of Trump's appointees without any pushback. And even the people I listen to can't see reality. My nigga, they're on the same team. They took over your government a long time ago. And it's like fucking Captain America and Hydra. They've been seeping their claws into the shit for a long time. And now they're drawing the blood out, dog. They're drawing the blood out. You gotta be ready to fight. And all that sitting back, listening to kumbaya music and playing music that makes you feel hyped up, it's time to be hyped up because you either gonna fight for it now or you're gonna pay for it later. And here's my honest opinion. I think people are gonna get assassinated. Either way it goes. Because you're messing with too many people's money. People think the New World Order means that there's one big conglomerate of people. Nah, everybody has their own interest. Their only interest just doesn't interest the 99% of people. It's their own specific interest. I think niggas is gonna get assassinated. And nobody's too big. I say all that to say this. Black people, white people, Chinese people, Mexican people,
Puerto Rico.
all of them. Muslims, Christians. Muslims got the same fucking problem. You from one country, they from another. Oh, you don't practice correctly, so we don't fraternize with them. If I walk down the street as a black Muslim and I see a Muslim from another country, I say Assalamu alaikum, a lot of times they don't even say nothing back. Because different cultures, they don't even want to speak to me. And you know what happened? Your fucking Muslims are dying, babies, children, families are dying every day in Gaza in front of our faces. And then they play in our face like that's not what's happening. And the Democrats wouldn't even let Muslims speak at the fucking convention. Because they don't care. Because we don't make them care. Unite and then they'll care. Because there's more of us than them. The government should fear us, and they do. That's why they won't show the fucking protests on the news for real. They won't cover it for real. They're not out talking about it. Because they don't want us to know how much power we hold. But it's the freedom of information right now. But let the shit go and all them. Let it keep going how they want it to go. They're going to keep taking all that shit from you. There's a reason why we had the Patriot Act and we all knew that shit was against the Constitution. And when Obama got in office, nobody did a goddamn thing about it. When Trump left office, we saw what he was trying to do. Nobody did a goddamn thing about it. In fact, Joe Biden used some of Trump's policies that were created by Obama to fucking push more immigrants out. They used the same powers that Bush used to kill more people without just due, with fucking drones. They're all on the same side, and it ain't your fucking side. And so you need to stop turning around to your brother and your sister and act like that's not the person you're going to be fighting with. Because you either fight with them, you either fight with the people in the same economic class as you, or you're going to be locked up right with them. And you think because you got 20 million in the bank, or you a millionaire or whatever, you safe? You ain't safe either. Nigga, who are you to a nigga that got billions? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? I'm trying to tell you niggas, man. I'm trying to tell you niggas, stop that bullshit. All right.